Very good morning to all of you. Now we are here with class 6 computer science, and in the last session we have already completed chapter 8, that was animating the presentation. Okay, now from today we are going to start the new chapter, that is chapter 10, introduction to HTML. That is chapter 10, introduction to the HTML. Okay, before that I want to say that as we are skipping chapter 9 now, okay, we have skipped the chapter 9 that we will cover in annual exam. Okay, that we will cover with the syllabus of annual exam. Okay, so now we are starting with chapter 10, that is introduction to the HTML. Okay, so first of all, the HTML, the name of the chapter, introduction to HTML. Okay, now the HTML word you heard when you were discussing about chapter 2, where you learned about different programming languages. When you learned about different programming language, you have learned about HTML. Okay, now in this chapter or the next chapter we will learn the HTML in brief and in a more explained way. Okay, and what is the purpose of using the HTML, how to use the HTML, how to save the files of HTML, then what are the different contents of HTML and why it is important, what are the features of HTML. Okay, so before HTML, starting the HTML generally stands for Hypertext Markup Language. It stands for Hypertext Markup Language, where each word holds the different meaning. Each word of HTML full form holds its own meaning, or has its own set of meanings. And the basic use of HTML, basic use of HTML language is for designing or to creating your own web pages. Okay, there are some different languages also which are used to create the web pages, like Java, PHP, .NET. Okay, different programming languages are there, but the HTML is the most basic language, which is the most basic language which is generally used to create a web page. And for education purpose, in the field of education, we start from basics, so we are starting with HTML. And as you go to your higher studies, when you will go for your higher studies, there you will learn about the Java programming, then you will learn PHP, .NET and different other options. Okay, so first of all, start with HTML. So the HTML, it stands for Hypertext Markup Language. Hypertext Markup Language. Okay, hyper, H for hyper, T for text, M for markup, L for language. Hypertext Markup Language, where each word has its own different meaning. So HTML, it is used to create web pages. It is used to create the web pages. Okay, it is used to create the web pages. And what are the web pages? It is a page on the internet. It is the page on the internet which contains the information in the form of text, graphics, sounds, or even in the form of videos also. Okay, and the web page can be viewed through the different web browsers. Okay, so what is the web page here? I hope that you have already learned these terms in earlier classes, like it is in class 4th also, in 5th also, in some explained way. You have learned about what is web page, what is web browser. Okay, now, so web pages are generally the page over the internet. It is a page which is stored over the internet and which contains certain information. Okay, and the collection of interrelated, the collection of similar web pages, or the collection of the web pages which contains similar information is known as website. Okay, so the purpose, the HTML, it stands for hypertext markup language, and its purpose is it is used to create a web page. Okay, now we will go through each and every meaning of each and every word of hypertext markup language. Basically, the hypertext is related to it is taken from the word hyperlink. It is taken from the word hyperlink, where it means that the user is free to move or to go from one web page to another web page just by clicking on these hyperlinks. Okay, the hyperlinks, all of you understand what is the hyperlink? The hyperlinks are the text or the pictures which connects the user to the other part of the website or the web page. Okay, which redirects you or it connects you to the other part of the web page or the website. Clear? And when you click on these hyperlinks, it just take you to the another web page. It will move you to another web page, or it moves you to the another website. Okay, so the word hypertext is been taken from the hyperlink itself. It is taken from the word hyperlink. That means that users are free to move from one web page or from one website to the another. Okay, just by clicking on these texts or the pictures. Okay, or the another way, that hyper stands for the user as they can view the created web pages. Hyper it is used for users to view the created web page, because these web pages are have or contains the hyperlinks, and as they will click on the hyperlinks, they will be moved from one part of website to the another part, and that's why it is known as hypertext. And the text it stands for something written in English language. Text, anything written in English language using the anything written in English language, that is using the alphabets or the words which are generally or commonly used within the English language. Then it comes to the markup. It stands for the text, as you can mark up as a special indicator through different types of tags. Markups, it is related to the text and formatting used in web page. It is related to the text and the formatting used in the web page language. Okay, so the HTML, it stands for the hypertext markup language, and it is used to create the web pages. The word hyper means it is used for the users to view the created web pages. They are free to view the web pages which they have created and to move from one web page to another. The text refers to the anything which is written in English language, used or written in anything in English language. Okay, markup, it is related to the text and the formatting used in the web page with the help of different tags. When we will move to the another topics, then when we will start creating the web pages, then I will tell you or I will explain you what are the tags and what are the different types of tags are available. Then the language, it indicates about the computer language. That means it is the one of the type of computer programming languages. Okay, so I hope that now it is clear that what is the HTML, and the main motto of us to learn this thing is that you can be able to create your own website. You can create your own web page or website. Okay, now once it is over, now we move to the some of the important terms related to before using the HTML, before moving to the HTML, we will go through some of the important terms like what is web page. Okay, what is the web page? So it is a page stored over the internet, which contains information in the form of text, graphics, sound and videos. Okay, the web page, it is a page stored over the internet. Whatever the information you are saving it or you are storing over the internet in the form may contain the information, or the information can be in the form of any forms, and it can be in the form of text, images, or the photographs, that is the graphics, sounds, or even in the form of videos also. Clear? Now, after the web page, another term is website. What is website? The term website means the website is a collection of interrelated web pages that provide information to the user. Website is it refers to the interrelated web pages. It refers to the collection of interrelated web pages. Interrelated web pages. Okay. Now you can understand what is a web page. Web page is a single page. It may be a single page which contains some information and it is stored over the internet. And what is the website? The website is the collection of, or the bundle of, or the bunch of web pages which contains similar type of information, information related to some product or even for some institutions or the companies or organization. Like take example that your school website. There are different pages on your school website. Like there is a page about the school, then about the online classes, then about the online fee payments, modes are there, results option is there. So all these are individually they are known as web pages, but collectively all the web pages come together and it forms a website. It forms the website and it is used to represent, or websites are generally the collection of interrelated web pages, the web pages which are related to each other. Okay, now another term is home page. The home page, first page or introductory page. First page or introductory page of a website is known as home page. The first page or the introductory, the first page of any website. If you open any website on your system or on your computer or on a smart device, the first page which appears on your screen, is known as the home page of the website. Now this is all about the web page. Now how to view this web page? We can view or we can access the information over the internet by using the special software. That is, we need another application software which can be used to view or access the information that is stored over the internet, and that particular software is known as web browser. It is known as web browser. So the web browser, it is an application software. It is an application software used to access and view the web pages, stored over the internet. So the web browser is generally web browsers are generally application softwares. It is a type of application software that is present in your computer, and its purpose of using is that just in order to access or view the web pages that are stored over the internet, or to get access to the information which is stored over the internet, we have to use the web browser. And some of the examples of web browsers are like Internet Explorer, Explorer, Mozilla Firefox, Google Chrome, and Opera, Netscape Navigator. So many different, many types, many web browsers are available, and you can use any web browser of your choice, and you can use it for in order to view or to access the information which is stored over the internet. You can use any web browser of your choice, and you can use it on your system. Okay, but these three are the most commonly, these four are most commonly used web browsers on the internet, and it is easily available to all of you. You can get access to these web browsers easily. Now the next term is World Wide Web. The World Wide Web, or the WWW, or simply the web, is a subset of internet which contains a huge amount of information. This information is a combination of text, graphics, audios, videos, etc. and WWW allows the user to access the data on the internet. So, World Wide Web. World Wide Web, or you can say WWW. Okay, it is subset or part of, it is a subset or the part of internet. Second one, it gives access, allows the user to access the data on the internet. It allows users to access the informations on the internet. Whatever the information is stored on the internet can be accessed, and everything is being done through the World Wide Web itself. Internet, okay? It is the subset or the part of internet. It allows the user to access the information over the internet, and as we already know that internet is a huge collection of, it is the which internet is a collection, or it is the huge amount of data or the informations are already stored over the internet, and all these informations can be in the form of text, graphics, audio files, video files, etc. and it can be accessed or used with the help of World Wide Web. World Wide Web. So whenever we want to, when we try to open any website, okay, whenever we try to open any website, the web address basically starts from www, that is World Wide Web, okay, www.google.com, okay. So this is the way in which we use the World Wide Web, and it only allows the users to access the information which are stored over the internet, which is stored over the internet. Now, some of the basic features of HTML is, the different features of HTML are, the HTML is used to create the web page. First of all, it is used to create the web page. Second, it is a platform independent. So we write here the features of HTML. web page. It is generally used to create the web page. Then second one, it is platform independent. It is platform independent. It is platform independent. That means as it is one of the high level language, as HTML is one of the high level language, programming language, so it is platform independent. That is, it is machine independent. If we create a web page on one computer, that particular web page can be accessed or viewed on the another computer also. Okay, we do not need to create a web pages for each and every computer separately. These languages are platform independent language. Then third one, it is not a case sensitive language. Not a case sensitive language. It is not a case sensitive language. Okay. It is not a case sensitive language. That means if you are writing like this HTML and you are writing in small letters, okay, both of them will have a similar meaning. Both of them is same. It does not have different meanings. As it is not a case sensitive, if it is a case sensitive, it should be a different meaning, and this one should have a different meaning. But it is not a case sensitive, so you can use any font. Either you can write it in the capital letters or even in the small letters. Easy to learn and use. The fourth important feature is easy to learn and use. It is very easy and to learn and use, and that's why it is used as a basic knowledge, a basic programming language for creating the web pages, and we have included it in the field of education also. Okay, using the HTML, the user can link different web pages. So we can help to create links. Help to create the links. That is to link one web page to the another web page. That means creating the hyperlinks. We can easily create the hyperlinks, and on clicking on that particular text or the picture, the web browser directly takes you to the another web page or the website. That is called creating of the hyperlinks. So the HTML feature is to the user can easily create a link to a different web page. Next one, HTML allows the user to use the different tools to make a web page attractive. Creates attractive web page. Okay. Now, when you will start creating the web pages, you will learn about different tags. You will learn about the different tags and how to use different formatting styles, even in class 6, and then you will learn more detail in the next class, that is in class 7, and you will able to create a more attractive web pages by yourself. The commands written in HTML are executed line by line, so it is interpreter based. It is interpreter based language. It is one of the interpreter based language. Now, as you all already know what is the interpreter. Interpreter is a language translator which converts the program codes from high level language to the machine level language. it finds any error or a mistake, it stops there itself and it notifies the user and it waits till the error is been corrected, and once the error is corrected, then it moves forward. Okay, so it is the interpreter-based language. For better user interactive, HTML produce forms and frames. Have options for forms, tables and frames. The HTML gives the options for different forms. You can create your own form and you can ask the user of the website to enter the text or the data, or to submit the text over the internet, to accept the text from the user, tables to define or to compare the two different values, and the frames. You can add the pictures there, videos itself. So it is one of the very interactive language, and it has, these are the several features of HTML. Okay, so this is how we come to the end of this session, and in the next class when we will come, we will go on detail with the HTML, that is what are the HTML editors are there, what are the different types of tags are there, then what is the basic structure, of writing the HTML program, okay, and what are the meaning or purpose of using each and every part of the basic structure, and then we will move forward with different tags. Okay, till that time, thank you and have a very nice day.